So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to go over 5 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to cover in this video includes 3 topics: release dates, which includes God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Gran Turismo 7, PlayStation's latest event set to take place tomorrow, and what's going to be there, and finally, PlayStation exclusive games going to PC. First, let me know if you care that older PlayStation exclusives like Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn are going to PC. I'm personally fine with it since these games are years old. It would bother me if games landed on PC day and day, because at that point, I might as well build a PC and play everything over there. But it seems like Sony's strategy is to maximize profits on their consoles first, then move it over to PC to max their profits there as well. So comment below. Do you care that PlayStation exclusive games are going to PC or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Days Gone going to PC along with a whole slate of other PlayStation exclusives. So recently, Sony boss Jim Ryan sat down with GQ magazine and dropped a lot of PlayStation news, with one of them being Days Gone is now going to PC. But that's not the only game coming to PC, but actually a whole slate of PlayStation exclusives are coming to PC. Reading from GQ magazine, what about PlayStation games on PC? A whole slate of them is on the way, starting with Days Gone this spring. Jim Ryan later on in the interview mentions the reasoning for this decision, stating there's an opportunity to expose those great games to a wider audience and recognize the economics of game development, which are not always straightforward. The cost of making games goes up with each cycle as the caliber of the IP has improved. Also, our ease of making it available to non-console owners has grown, so it's a fairly straightforward decision for us to make. So basically, games are costing more to make, so why not release them on other platforms to make more money off of them? Again, as long as it's years later, that's fine with me, but when it comes to day and day releases, I think most will just get a PC at that point. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the Gran Turismo 7 delay. So these next few stories are going to be focused on release dates, and we're going to update our calendar here that we've been updating the last few months. So Gran Turismo 7. This game was, I believe, originally expected for the first half of the year 2021, but then moved over to just being in development to now releasing officially in 2022. Reading from IGN, Sony has announced that the latest entry in the PlayStation exclusive racing simulator franchise, Gran Turismo 7, is now planned for a release next year after CV-related production issues. In a statement provided to GQ and confirmed to IGN, a Sony spokesperson wrote, GT7 has been impacted by CV-related production challenges and therefore will shift from 2021 to 2022. So this is definitely sad for Gran Turismo's fans, but it's an understandable situation, of course. GT7 will just now be releasing next year instead of 2021 due to CV. Next up on the list, Horizon 2 Forbidden West. In the GQ magazine interview, GQ asked Jim Ryan, we imagine you've got a roadmap for 2021 in terms of the games that you want to release. How fixed is that given the disruptions CV has caused to development? And Jim Ryan replied with, yeah, we're feeling pretty good about Returnal, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Horizon Forbidden West. And you know, there are two approaches to this. You can either hold the date and put out the game irrespective of quality, or you can ship it when it's right. We have always taken the latter approach. There have been some fairly high profile instances of publishers trying the former approach. So, if you didn't catch that last part, Jim Ryan seemingly has thrown shade towards CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077 and that whole fiasco that went down there, basically saying they went with releasing an unfinished game over waiting to release it when it's ready. But getting back to Horizon 2 Forbidden West, it seems like this is a lock to be our big fall holiday game this year for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, which brings me to the last one on this list, God of War Ragnarok. We've been been saying for some time now that this game might not be releasing this year, and if you read what Jim Ryan has just stated in terms of the 2021 roadmap, he feels good about Returnal, which releases in April, Ratchet & Clank, which releases in June, and Horizon 2 Forbidden West, which releases in the latter half of the year. He makes no mention of God of War Ragnarok. This game hasn't gotten an update since last year, and even then, we just got a logo. I think it's safe to say this game might not be releasing this year after all. I'll just also add what Jason Schreier, who's been accurate with leaks in the past, said on the matter as well. He states, "I've got a nice shiny bridge to sell anyone who thinks God of War is coming out this year." Well, he's not confirming anything on his end. I think with this statement, he's basically poking fun, making fun on anyone who believes God of War Ragnarok is releasing this year. So it's not looking like God of War is a 2021 release. But you guys let me know, even after all of this, do you still think God of War Ragnarok could release this year or not? Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, Sony's event going down tomorrow. Sony will be holding a State of Play event tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this one is special because this isn't a standalone State of Play that focuses on one game, which Sony has done a lot of recently. This is a full proper State of Play event covering multiple games. Sony confirms that the event will have a 30-minute duration and that the State of Play broadcast will serve up new updates and deep dives for 10 games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, including new game announcements and updates on some of the third-party and indie titles you last saw in June's PlayStation 5 showcase. So let's break this down. 10 games. We'll put new game announcements to the side here and let's cover updates from last June first. Considering Kena is meant for an early 2021 release, I would think this game would be there tomorrow. I said this past weekend that if Kena is to release in March, we should be getting an announcement this week for the game's release, and this could be the place where that announcement takes place, the State of Play event happening tomorrow. Beyond that, we have Stray, Ghostwire Tokyo, Little Devil Inside, and Solar Ash. If you guys remember, all of these games I believe got release timeframes in one of Sony's trailers, but this was then quickly removed, so these game announcements could be coming at that State of Play event tomorrow. And beyond that, we have Horizon 2 Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok. Now, Sony could hold any further reveals for Horizon for this summer for the big blowout, or drop it now. They could also just give us a little teaser now, maybe a little trailer, a new updated trailer. But either way, we know Horizon is coming out later this year. It seems like very likely that this game is coming out later this year, so maybe we'll get an update on that. But God of War Ragnarok seems like a wild card. I don't think it'll be there considering all the information we know now. Maybe an update on the game, if anything, just to throw that anything, a piece, anything out there, an update on the game, but I'm not sure what else. It doesn't seem like this game will be there. But if we look at the list right now, we have Kena, Stray, Ghostwire Tokyo, Little Devil Inside, Horizon 2, and the wild card being God of War. That's still only 6 games. Sony did also state new announcements will be there, so that should be interesting as well. I know people are already thinking about the Metal Gear Solid project or Silent Hill, but I would temper expectations there. They also did state they'll have deep dives on some of these games. So some games could take more time than others. Kena, Bridge of Spirits would be perfect for a deep dive unless the game is delayed. Now, in terms of me streaming the event, I'll see, since I also work and the timing is really tight. If I do end up streaming the event, you'll see a reminder post go up on the channel as usual. If I don't stream it, I'll definitely be talking about the reveals in a follow-up video. But you guys let me know if you're going to be watching the event tomorrow or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with bring on the reveals. Obviously, this is related to the event happening tomorrow. If you're excited for it, destroy the comment section with bring on the reveals, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.